Hello, all. Welcome to the inaugural Calcio FC cast. I'm here with Anthony. My name is Michael. We are two Serie A fans, mainly Italian national team fans. Anthony is a Juve fan. I'm a Milan guy. We'll get into our specific stances on our teams in a bit here. But yeah, we're going to come at you with some Calcio news, some of the week's recaps, transfers, big ins and outs, and a lot of a field breakdown here. We do our field view, and I just want to kind of show you guys a little bit of the plays here and break them down, dissect them a bit, and kind of get deep into the Calcio talk. So, um, thank you for joining us. I'm Michael. Anthony, how you doing?
I'm doing great. New boot goofing.
Now, we
Yeah.
got some stuff to get into. Let's kind of just go match by match, and then we'll delve on the big matches. So, we
Yeah.
start with Como Cremonese. Ended up 1-1. Como is like the team that everybody's getting into now because they're like the new cool thing. I'm pretty anti Como. The person I think that I don't know if you're similar. You may be similar on that.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I can give two shits about Como. Take the Spanish team in Italy. Get the hell out of here.
Exactly. I think they ran. So we're a very Italo-centric cast here. Just everyone else straight up.
Yeah.
Como has like zero Italians on their starting lineup this time. I think they subbed in zero of them, and they have a foreign coach, foreign owner. Sorry, there's nothing to like there. I know they're like the new
Yep.
cool tool in the shed, but
Couldn't care
not a
less.
fan. I kind of want them to fail. So there's that.
Yeah, absolutely.
I do
Well,
think
they got
Nico Paz is
a
sweet.
taste of some. Well, they did get a nice mouthful of that sweet Cremonese.
Yeah, they did. They got Basquiroto.
That's right.
Hey
They did.
man, he's a way better defender than people give him credit for. I think if you paired him up with a really good like quicker defender, he'd be excellent.
Yeah, he's a solid. I mean, there aren't great defenders anymore, but he's definitely solid enough,
Well, definitely.
especially for Serie A.
Yeah, so 1-1. Good header from Basquiroto. I think Paz got the goal for Como. Paz is definitely their
Yeah,
shining star. Regardless of what I think of Como, I think Paz is awesome, and I
that's awesome.
think he's gone next year to Madrid, which is where he should be, I'm sure. So quality wise, we moved to a game that I think a lot of people were hoping for a different result since Juve was looking like they were kind of having some momentum, but they stall against Atalanta. We got a little bit of field view
Yeah.
here. Give me a little bit of overview of the game in general, and then we'll get into field view. What'd you think about it?
I mean, it's been a trend for Juventus. It's exactly how we're trending. All the mistakes, all the scary things we saw against Inter, the sloppy defending, the backyard football style. It carried on from Inter to Borussia Dortmund to Verona, and now it's here with Atalanta. So, yeah, no surprises here at all. I thought we might have edged out a 2-1 win, but it was going to be ugly. Well, it was ugly, and we only mustered a draw.
Yeah. I'm thinking, close win or tie. Man, lineup. I just don't think
Yeah.
Juve doesn't have many midfielders who can do this job. You're gonna run a four-man mid, right? A 3-4-2-1. In my opinion, you can't run this formation. It's the wrong formation to run because you don't have the midfielders for that. When you run just two in the mid like that, you have to have some defensive qualities. Now, Locatelli's the only guy who can do it, and I don't think he's amazing at it, but he's the best you got. You just can't run this formation without him, especially not with Coop Miners, who has no idea how to defend. And Thuram, you kind of want him pushing forward, so you're gonna hold him down, and he's not great at defense. So I think it was always a recipe for disaster there when you run those two guys.
Well, yeah, you only have one actual center midfielder on the roster that can defend, and that's Locatelli, and he's super slow and unathletic. So it's absolutely suboptimal. And then you don't even put him on the field. So you basically have, uh, a guy who doesn't play defense at all, and a guy that's maybe a cone. He did have a better game today, but I mean the guy's so slow and unathletic. So who's covering ground? Who's protecting your defense? Who's doing the dirty work? The answer is nobody. This isn't FIFA. This isn't a video game. You can't do things like this.
Yeah, it's not good enough. And then what's going to happen, and we're probably going to see this in the first clip here, is because Coop Miners doesn't know how to play that position, he's going to probably shove up way too far. One of the odds or Yield is going to have to come back, and we do see odds coming back really deep here. He ends up losing the ball, which leads to the goal. But where's your D mid? Where's Coop, who would have been Locatelli in that scenario? So I want to get into this clip here.
Yeah, let's get into it.
All right, can you see it from your end?
Oh yeah.
Perfect. All right, so we'll play. So right there, when Oz makes that pass, right, he tries to kind of dink it back to maybe Gotch or something to clear it. He really only had one option. He probably should have given out here. I think this is Kalula, right?
No, it's one option. You send it out wide. But okay, he's a young kid. He's 18
Yep.
years old. Okay. He's been doing a good. He's been completely outperforming our other midfielders. He's been better than Thuram. He's been better than Coop Miners. He has been truly. Sorry, but this is where you got a young kid panicked under pressure. You got to come through and help him out. Let's see how well we do to help our teammates out. Let's see the effort from Thuram, who's already late on the play. He was just watching, standing behind defenders in no position to receive a pass. And Gatti stepping out and watch his beautiful defensive work. And it is tough for a big guy to deal with a little quick guy, no
Yeah.
matter what it is. But this is particularly amusing.
True. Very, very
Oof.
late. You know what you see a lot too is like his body positioning. Like he's not like strafing and not making the quick like on the
It's no
ball
technique.
plays. Yeah, it's just not a very athletic dude going for it, and that's what you see. Um, Coverage here on the back is not bad.
No, it's good. Aziz is doing good. He's recovering from his mistake. He did a good job.
Yeah,
Thuram's just trotting, just a casual stroll.
yeah.
No rush, no
He
big
should be
deal.
up
Just
here
watching the
doubling him. Like
play.
he really should be
He
here,
had
right?
plenty of time to get back and help his teammate
Now he
out.
runs
No,
when he
he's
sees
not
there's danger,
interested.
but it's already too late.
Too late.
If he was close enough, like he probably stops that play. And that's what I'm talking about. Like he doesn't
Absolutely.
have the defensive instincts. You can't run to Ram Kuma. You can't do it.
The sad part is it's not even instincts at this point. All he's doing is watching the ball, and he's just like he's scared stiff. He just doesn't know what to do. There's no one else around him that he needs to worry about or cover at this exact moment. He needs to get on there and help out Gatti, who's clearly getting smoked here.
Yeah, no, this is on these two right now. Like, I mean,
Yep.
Bremer's watching in case something gets through here. That's fine. This is actually good coverage. I'm fine with that. He's right on him. Oddich is in front of his man. I've got no problem with the rest of this. It's all right here.
Despite his mistake, Ozic actually does best here to get back and get in the
Hey,
way.
he almost blocks his shot.
Yeah.
Reaches out for it. I think it goes between his legs. And it's a
Yeah.
good shot from Sulemana.
It's excellent play. It's an
rip.
excellent shot.
Yep.
He did well. So the amount is good.
Good rip. So, I mean, that just comes down to exactly what we're talking about formationally.
Yeah.
Coop was nowhere to be seen that whole play, by the way.
No. Yeah.
He was
No.
probably up in the attacking zone.
I mean, Thuram might as well not have been there, but he was a little bit closer.
He was there. He wasn't doing anything, but
yeah. And on this clip, I just want to highlight where our center backs are.
oh yeah, this is the best part.
And what everyone says is the greatest defender in the world. Let's play this one here.
First, I'm gonna stop it. All right.
Okay.
You may think that all we're gonna show is all right. This goes. We know what happens here. It goes over Bremer's head, but that's not the important part. Yes, he should have read that better. That's poor. But where's the center backs at?
Just look at the general positioning. Look where Thuram is.
Gatti over here. Yeah, Kelly over here. Here's your center backs. Gatti, Kelly. You actually have Coop Miners back here,
Coop
not
Miners
in
is
this
here.
terrible position.
Look at his blazing speed as he comes back.
Right?
Zombie run.
It's just very sloppy.
It's incredibly sloppy. This is a disgrace. Show
It's
it.
over.
Whoop.
Oh, nice job there. I mean, thank God for you fans that Crispus sends that ball in.
Oh my God. Yeah, but
amazing.
that's a goal 9 times out of 10.
At least hit the target. But I mean,
Yeah.
look at the defense. This is your center back. Kelly's not even in the picture yet.
No,
He's way over
isn't.
here.
He's trying to get another goal, so everyone loves him, even though he sucks at defense.
I mean, this is Tudor. Like
Yeah.
Juve doesn't have a good defense. I actually think that Big Bremer is, in this day and age, a pretty good defender for what we have in the modern age, right? But
yeah, he is.
It's not like some stellar, like he wouldn't have made it back in the day, right? But still,
He's no Thiago Silva, that's for sure.
right? But he's very good for what he is. I think he's honestly one of the best defenders in Serie A. Yes, he's gonna make mistakes too. Bigger issue is what Tudor's doing. Like, if this was a Max Allegri team, this wouldn't happen. This is a Conte team, this wouldn't happen.
Correct.
This is coaching, and you need to tell your guys to be in this position. If Kelly was there or if Gatti was back, this wouldn't have happened.
Both your side center backs are bombing forward. Your other defensive midfielder is standing on the sideline, and thank God Coop actually in this instance, because usually he isn't, is trying to make an effort to come back.
Yep.
God bless him. He's just too damn slow to have any impact. But hey,
He
he's at least
actually played
there.
his position this time. Like I can't
Yeah,
fault him for just being slow. Like he
yeah,
can't fix it.
yeah. It's just very frustrating watching this team right now. It
Yeah,
really is.
I'm sure it is.
But
All
this
right.
is a recovery season. This is a recovery season after June destroyed this squad. So we're just got to get through it. Oh God, this clip's next.
Well, all right. So
Wow.
we this is our disgrace of the week. Okay, this is a disgrace of the week. All right,
Yeah,
here we go. We're gonna play this. Do a little slow.
yeah, yeah.
Let's
Give it slow
let's
mo. I
go a
like
little
that.
bit slower, right? 'Cause
Yeah. Look at two
look at that. Oh,
two guys fighting for the
look at that.
ball.
That's all the
Oops.
contact is, right? Kick.
Yeah, it's
I
okay.
guess he does, kick him in the jewels there.
Oh,
But
oh.
that's not out the part. Just wait. So
Here
he
comes.
little bit of baby contact right here. Wait.
That's
Open
contact.
mouth. Open mouth scream.
Ah, so the
Oh,
screaming,
got hit.
screaming.
Watch the hand. Goes to the face. Oh, hold the
Oh, gotta
head.
hold the face. Oh,
Hold the head.
shameful.
You should never.
Sh-
This shouldn't go through your mind.
Shameful behavior, and even more shameful that he's rewarded for it. This is the problem with the modern game. This is the disgrace of the week.
I would love to see yellow cards given for just play acting. Even if you win the foul, you want to embellish. You want to try to because in my opinion, this is what you call cheating, right? If you're trying to cheat the system, you're trying to like play it up and do this. In no other game you cheat and get rewarded like when they actually see it on camera. It's not how it should be. So I don't like it. I think that they should
Yeah.
start giving out things. You'd have a lot more honest game. You wouldn't have seen this back with like the legendary players back when you actually had guys like Ronaldo and like original Ronaldo guys
No.
like that. It's just a different
Oh,
thing, and I don't like it at all.
if you watch a Ronaldo highlight reel, there's about 52 times he could have fallen down and screamed, but he kept fighting and ended up getting a goal from it. These guys just look for the foul. They didn't even try. There's so many instances where a winger is on the dribble and just kicks it around the defender and runs into him on purpose.
Yeah,
No intention to actually get the ball. Doesn't even kick the ball in a spot where he could actually get it
yeah. They
back. Just
realize that
he
like they
knows
might not be able to do that great with it. But they can get around their guy, then they're gonna go down. It's not. There's
exactly.
no intention to play the game, and I don't like that. This is not just on McKenny. This happens all over the place, but
Yeah, they'll do
I had
it.
to highlight it here.
Yeah, I'm sure Darun did it 25 times earlier in the
Exactly.
game.
Yeah, it's not like he's
Stopping the
innocent.
game for this
Yeah,
ridiculousness.
exactly. This is not. Yeah, it's not a one person character assassination. I actually think McKenny tries hard. He's a decent player, but
Yeah, I like McKinney.
he gets the disgrace of the week because we saw it on camera. There you go.
This is just the modern footballer and their mentality. It's just easier to fall on the ground and whine and scream than it is to actually
Gotta play the
keep
game.
fighting. Yeah, and this is why these players are soft. They don't have any fight in them.
I just wish I saw a game where they actually just carded people just for play acting,
Yeah,
for over embellishment. I don't think we
totally
will.
agree.
But let's kind of get to the deeper
Oh,
root here.
it's only gonna
So
get worse, buddy.
I agree.
You
Juve
think this is bad?
really should be winning this game. I don't think Atalanta's a great team
Yeah.
this year. They've got Juric. They don't have Gasp anymore. They don't look great. They're
Ederson's
without
not
some
playing.
people.
Lookman's not playing. Who's out there?
Skamaka's out. I mean, like they didn't
Scalvini's
have
out.
De Ketelaere, didn't have Scalvini. It's not a good team right now.
Yeah, Bellanova was a very good player for them. Uh, uh,
Yeah, Villanova's a good
in
win
this game,
back
it's
for sure.
yeah, that's Duran's a good solid Serie A player. This isn't a great team. Come on.
No, no. Juve should be winning this game. The fact that it's close, in my opinion, obviously comes down to the lack of good team building, and Tudor is just this is his level, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I think his
Well, we
level
say
is
this
we're
every
gonna
week.
battle for top four.
Yeah, and his idea of playing offense is just bombing everybody forward, center backs and and center midfielders, and just it's just there's no structure offensively. There's no structure defensively.
Yeah, I
The
get those
players aren't
Lloyd
very
Kelly goals,
intelligent. They're
man.
not very good. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, Lloyd Kelly is scoring
Yeah,
goals.
you gotta
It's
get those
great.
Lloyd Kelly goals.
Yeah, everyone's psyched about it though, even though he's costing us goals too.
We
Oh
will
well.
see how they develop. We'll see if a formation change is in the works. I don't think it
No,
will be, but
no,
see.
absolutely not.
All right, we'll move on to Inter Milan. Inter is a team who has not looked great this season, but they did have a much needed win here, just for their position to kind of hang close and actually compete for the do that here. I think they're going to be a team who's going to kind of catch on a little bit later. I think they're just very, very fatigued from the kind of crazy season that they had last season. But they're in the hunt. They're about 3 points off top. They got 9 points now. 2-0 win over Cagliari. We both did Cagliari. They have a very, very Italian team, and that's some players that we like. For me, I think Caprile is an excellent keeper. But Inter, they got the job done. They looked good. Cagliari was never in the game. And
No.
Gio Esposito gets his first goal. He looked good. He looked really good.
Yeah, I agree. Oh, he's a good player. He's a good player, and he's on a good team he's got a lot of quality players around him, and like you said, they're in a funk right now. But as soon as they get out of it, and they will, they all do. This is how this goes. They'll get out of it. Then there's going to be there's going to be a hell of a fight at the top of the table, that's for sure. And it's cool to see the youngster actually getting playing time. Good for Kivu for doing it.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's the one thing I'll say. I guess so. We'll do two things with it here. One, do you think they actually have a shot at Scudetto this year?
Absolutely. I think that we saw this week, that the people are going to beat each other up. Teams are going to go through ups and downs throughout the season. I based on what's going on in Napoli right now with their injury situation, I don't know if they're going to make the run for it. So I thought they'd probably run away if they focused just on Serie A and kind of let the Champions League play out and just see if you get lucky, get through the groups, and then boom, or whatever they call it now. It's like if it's groups, just play everybody. Everyone gets money. If they can get to the elimination round, great. But I'm not Champions League obsessed. I think the focus is you win Scudetto first, and then if you have a good run and you find yourself in the round of 16 or whatever, then maybe put a little more focus on it. But I don't know. Based on what we saw this weekend, I think it's wide open at the top. I really do.
I agree. No, I think that there's roughly 4 teams that can kind of battle for it. We'll see how form goes. But I think Inter can challenge for it. They should challenge for it. They should be close-ish. But I have a kind of a weird take. I think for some reason, if they get their groove back, I kind of think they can make another deep run in Champions League. Just feel like the Serie A, everybody's gonna be beating each other up week by week. I just have a feeling that they're gonna do okay in the Champions League. I mean, they've had a lot of letdown recently, but I don't know. It's just a hunch. So we'll see what happens. But I mean, I do think that they're gonna make a little bit of a run. I could be totally wrong, but they may.
Huh.
One last thing I want to kind of expand upon with Esposito is I think this is a great team for him to develop into, and it's something that I'll often give our teams a lot of flack about because you have guys who have been at Inter for years already. You already have that nice core that they've developed there. You've got guys who've been there forever, and you've got some true quality players. So when he comes in there, he's got guys like Martinez or Thuram next to him. He has Barella behind him, Shahanoglu behind him, Mkhitaryan behind him. He's got DiMarco and Carlos Augusto and Dumfries. All the teams been there, done that. You're just adding one piece. You're not revamping this thing. He doesn't have to create things on his own and be the guy. He can actually grow. And I know I've said this before in prior casts, but I think that's going to make his growth accelerate very, very fast and faster than most of the other promising young kids. I think just him being in this team environment is going to help him a lot.
It's one of my major frustrations with Juventus is we don't have a core. We don't have players there that are a core. We don't have a coach there that understands how to build a teamwork out. He can't polish a turd like Allegri can or like Conte can. So you either get a coach that can polish turds or you actually build your team with a core. They have a great core at Inter. They truly do. And adding one young player to him is going to make his learning curve that much faster.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's cool. I want young Italians to thrive, and this is someone that we definitely have our eye on.
Yeah, I would also nab. I would think that some teams should go and just nab Vertesi. He's just barely getting minutes. I think he's a much better player than he gets credit for. So I would just a little side note. But.
Okay.
Okay, we move on. So Sassuolo Udinese. Sassuolo gets their win 3-1 over Udinese. Both the teams I don't think are going to do anything. They'll be bottom half teams for sure. So let's move on. Roma, Verona, and Gasperini at Roma. Kind of the whole thing that we've been saying is I think that Atalanta needed Gasperini more than Gasperini needed Atalanta. Let's take a little bit of time to adapt to Roma, but he's already doing well. He's kind of hitting the ground running 2-0. I know Verona's not a great team, but it's another continued win. I believe they're right up at the top with 12 points right now.
Well, Gasparini is undefeated. Oh, no, he's not. No, he lost one.
Yeah, last one.
And they only have allowed, guess how many goals?
How many goals?
One.
I mean, that's kind of wild for a
Gasparini
Gasparini team.
Gasparini
Very
has the
wild.
best defense in Serie A with Mancini at center back.
Hey, man.
Hey, he's doing a good job there.
He's doing a
Really
great
good job.
job.
Can he keep it going? We
I
don't
don't know.
know,
No,
but I tell you what,
Gasparini always tapers off every
he
single
does.
time. He makes the run with Atalanta. They're like, oh my god, can they actually do it? Is this the season? Are they going to challenge for Scudetto? No, they don't. At some point, he always has like a bad month or two, and the whole season's ruined. I think he's got a chance to make less of a dip with Roma, but I think he's still going to have a dip. I don't think I'm going to consider Roma the favorites, but they're in the hunt. It's going to be a very interesting
But
season. They're in the hunt.
he does have a good defense this time around, which is something you should never see out of Gasparini. He's a maniac. And Dybala is injured, and it will come back inevitably. And
That's
that's a big
true.
piece.
That's a huge
He's never
piece.
had a player as good as Dybala.
No, and Sule's been looking great. He's so impactful
He's been
every
awesome.
game, man. He's definitely
Yes.
picking up the
Yeah.
mantle for Dybala.
Yeah. I'm so glad we sold him for that juicy plus Valenza.
Yeah, at some point, I mean, we will do a full on breakdown of like the team Juve could have had with all of their
Yes.
sales. Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We actually
Oh,
just recently talked to. I sent you a message earlier today about the message that Dean Hoysten's father said. Like he
yeah.
never wanted to leave Juve. It was like a shot out of left field. He's still like best friends with like Yildiz and all these guys. Like, what are you doing selling that guy?
Yeah, they're so dumb. All these players that left said the same. There was always all the same story, and all the fans just gobbled it right
Yeah,
up. It was like the same exact press clipping. They just changed the names. Oh, he was upset that he wasn't going to get enough playing time. And he
sure.
wanted
Yeah,
to
sure.
leave. It's like, oh, okay, and everyone believes it. It's fine.
Yeah, it because it makes it feel better, because you want to kind of
Yeah,
like hate the person who leaves, right? It just
yeah,
feels better, but it wasn't
yeah.
the case. It wasn't the case with a lot of
Of
the
course, it's
players.
not the
So
case. It's so obvious. Yeah, it's so
yeah,
obvious what happened there. It's yeah, it's unfortunate
no,
people can't see it. But no,
but
I mean, Sule's looking great. Kone is an awesome player, man. That's really
Kone's
good player.
awesome.
Yep.
Kone is great.
And
Crisante's getting some minutes because Kone is so active that it's helping Cristante out
yeah,
a lot, which is nice. So
Kone is a top player. Someone's going to want to buy him for big money next season, and sure enough, he'll get sold because Serie A clubs need to sell players to make money, which is super sad.
unfortunately,
But yeah,
unfortunately,
it is.
yeah,
But no, good for Gasparini. I'm glad he's doing well. I
yeah,
like him.
he's gonna be. I think Roma's gonna be like the wild card team. So I'm excited to see what happens with them. A good team to watch
Yeah.
too. They play well. It's fun to watch as most Gasperini
Yeah.
are. Okay, we move along to Pisa Fiorentina. Exactly what we were talking about coaching wise. Now we have Pioli, who I'm not a big fan of. Being a Milan guy myself, seeing him come to Milan, they kind of caught lightning in a bottle. And during one of his seasons, and won the Scudetto. It was like not a lot of his work. He was a good peacekeeper. It was all because he had guys like Ibrahimovic, Kyer, and Maldini there all the time. That's what really won it and got great performances from other guys. He's not a team builder. You can't put him on Fiorentina, who's got a lot of young guys, talented team, and they need to grow and develop and progress. This is not the coach for that team. Fiorentina is struggling. I think they're like fourth off the bottom right now. It's
Yeah, they're
really
doing
bad.
terrible, man. They're
It's
doing
really
terrible. It's a
bad.
real shame. It's an absolute shame because that team has a really good personnel makeup, and they were looking really good under Palladino
They looked great last
last
year.
year. Yeah,
They have
yeah,
30
they
points.
were really. I mean, looking good under Palladino, a lot of good young players, a lot of young Italians there, and then some excellent, like guys like Gossens, and De Gea, they're playing great. I like that squad. Dodo's looking good. I love Goodmanson. I think yeah, I mean, he's injured all the time, but I like him. I think he's a really good player. They're not getting anything accomplished, and this just goes to show the impact of a coach. Palladino's not a great coach. He's a good coach. He's on the rise. He was learning a lot last year. He made a lot of young coach mistakes, but he corrected his mistakes and was figuring things out despite having a
Yes.
completely changing. I mean, they completely overhauled that roster in January again, so they had to refigure things out. The Bove thing really that hurt them for sure because he was a big part of that team, truly. And then he's gone. You bring in Pioli. Pioli can't find his ass with both hands. I mean, he's in way over his head right now, dude. That guy does not know how to play, how to sort out tactics or coach young players. Yeah, I mean, he's just a man manager.
Pioli is the type of coach you give to like a team who should be competing for top four. Maybe he has some big personalities. He can settle them down, get them all to play well, rise the level a little bit, but just do some basic tactics because he's really tactically inept. That's my biggest knock on him when he's at Milan, and it's still the same. He is tactically inept. He rarely picks the best lineup. He rarely picks the best formation. You see it over and over again. Now I know that this was more like they couldn't create offense here, but look at the defense. Ranieri should be the starter. Mari and Pongracic. Pongracic is a bad defender. You have Camuzzo and Viti sitting there. Viti had a great season last season. Why are these guys not playing?
Yeah, so did Camuzzo. I mean, in all last season, every time they went to a three-man backline, they struggled, and they were really good when they had just Ranieri and Camuzzo. I have no idea why people keep playing Pongracic. This guy is so dumb and so bad, and he's just out there every time. It's so
he just gets starting spot. Pioli's got his guys, and look, I don't think Nicola Cavilla is a bad player. I think he's pretty decent. You can grow him up, but why is Fagioli not the out and out starter here? He didn't even get minutes this game.
Oh.
Like Fagioli is definitely the most like potentially the most talented midfielder on that team. He's got the biggest ceiling. Why is he not playing as your out and out starter? Mondragora has to start. He's very, very good. I just don't like this. I mean, they should be running 3 in the midfield, and then they should be running 2 up top here. I mean, this is okay, the attack, but I mean, I think Keane's a little better when he was with somebody like closer to Goodmanson. But either way, Pioli just has no good tactics here for this team, and it's a bummer because they've got a lot of players we like to watch grow, and they're not doing it.
I mean, what's he doing in practice, really? I mean, you can line them up any of these different ways. You can line up any different formation. You can line up any of these different players. It's Pisa. You have a better roster than them. You have more talent than them. Like you're just poorly prepared. Your boys aren't in the right state of mind. So I guess we can call him a great man manager, but he's not doing that right now either. I mean, maybe he just had a good team and Milan had the right pieces at the right time.
Oh,
Who
it was
knows? But I never
mainly
thought he was a good manager.
no. It was mainly the presence of guys like Maldini, Ibra, and Kyer for sure. I mean, Pioli just played a nice role. The team liked him. That's it, right? He kept the peace very well. That's it.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, man, there's a lot of people on this team. I like Keane, Goodmanson, Fazzini. I like Mondragora, who's an outside shot for the national team, in my opinion. He'd be very, very good.
I think so too.
5th or 6th midfielder to take with you. Can do everything. Viti, Camuzzo, Fagioli. This talk coming from an Italian perspective. They got a lot of pieces here who, if they grow right, they could be future players in the Nazionale. So, yeah.
This team should be in the mix right now, especially with all the teams beating each other up. They shouldn't be drawing Pisa.
So many people I know have put Fiorentina in, and this is not people who are Italo-centric, just in general. They put them in like the top 7, 7th, 8th, 6th, even at the highest. And now they see the start of the season, and things have changed. So, we'll keep an eye on them. Hopefully things change. Maybe Pioli's got to go soon. Gilardino, sneakily a better coach than people think. So good on him.
Yeah.
Lecce Bologna.
Man, talk about another
here,
underachieving game.
Yeah, man.
And here's this is the thing. So this is the same coach. So okay, yes, Bologna once again sold off all their good players. Italiano did a great job last year. He overcame a major hurdle, by actually winning a trophy. That's great. Good for him. What the hell's going on this year, man?
I don't know. I don't know if I can really blame this 100% on Bologna, or sorry, on Italiano. Like this, you can't keep selling off your best guys every year, and when you're building a core, when you're building a team, when you're building guys who know what to do, and think it's gonna go well. Like these guys are gonna live and die off of Orsolini right now. You just can't do this. Like I think Calcio is a good player, but he's not like there yet to be like the out and out man and be like gonna bang in like 15 plus goals a season. He's a good player. That's a good piece, but if you kept Ndoye and you have Ndoye, Orsolini, and Castro, now it looks pretty good, right? Yeah, I mean,
played well for them last year.
Yeah, Bochum was definitely their best defender. It wasn't even close. You can't do this every time. They sold their best attacker and defender 2 years in a row now. Like the first year it was Calafiori and who's the Dutch guy with the hair?
What do you mean on defense?
No,
Who
in
came out?
attack. No, in attack. Who's the he went to
The
Man
Dutch
U.
guy with the hair. Oh, Xerxes.
Yeah, yeah. They sold Xerxes,
Yeah,
who was their best attacker
yeah,
that season. So him and Califury left, and then Bookman and Ndoye left. Like, you just can't keep doing this type of thing. The
yeah.
team is gonna
No,
is
you
gonna
can't.
start to crumble. So
Yeah, and I mean, I think people, if they can't see it yet, they're gonna. I mean, if you can't see by now, you're just blind. But like Lukumi's not a very good defender. He's
he's
okay.
all right. Yeah,
He's
he's
okay.
fine.
He's fine. He's not. He's not someone like. I know a lot of Juve fans were like, "Oh, we got to get Lukumi." No, please,
It
God,
wouldn't
no. We
change the
don't
game
want
at
him.
all for you guys. I don't think
No,
he would add anything.
doesn't move the needle. He's. You see
No,
how Bologna is looking with him. Being the guy.
yeah, no, he's
Pass.
okay. I mean, Bologna
Yeah.
still has a decent team. I think that Bernardeschi has looked decent. He hasn't been very effective, but he's looked pretty decent. I saw this game. Um,
Well,
Cambiagi's
he's
good.
been in retirement home for a couple of
Yeah,
seasons. He's got to get back up to speed.
exactly. No, but Cambiagi's good. Orsolini is definitely like their guy. Rowe
Yeah.
looks lively, but not a ton of quality yet. So I mean, and Fabian's one to keep an eye out for, but he hasn't really played too well so far. So we'll see what happens. But I don't
Yeah.
know. They're not too far off though. We'll see how the season develops. They got 7 points. They're ninth. Maybe they can make a run for a European spot, and kind of finish fifth or sixth. But I don't know if they will with the
Yeah.
team destruction that they keep doing.
Exactly. Yeah, they're never going to be a serious club if they keep behaving that way. But that's just the nature of Serie A.
And Sartori is a good DS. I mean, like
Yeah,
Sartori's
he
good,
is.
but
I think
there's
he's
only
one of the
so much
best.
he
I
can
think if
do.
not the best. Yeah, yeah. If your owners just want to make money and every year they don't want to actually build a great team, then what are you going to do?
Yeah.
That's the agenda you're given. So sell.
We move on to Parma and Torino. Not really too invested in this game, but Parma did win 2-1 over Torino. And then we push forward to Lazio Genoa. So a team that really, really needed to win, in my opinion, was Lazio. So I
Oh yeah,
don't know how Sarri is going to do with them. It's a very unique situation where they couldn't bring in any guys, so he didn't really get to build a team that he wanted. But
oh
there's already a
please.
good team there. There's already a good team.
Yeah, I mean, it's not that far off from a team that he would have wanted anyways, and it's not far off from the team that he had just what 2 years ago. So we got to pump the brakes on that. I'm not a huge Sorry fan in general. I think he's a goofball. I like the fact that he's a chain smoker. That's cool, but that's about it. I think that it was a performance they needed today. And it's shocking that it actually came against Genoa because Genoa is usually pretty
Yeah.
stout. They don't get, Vieira's done a really good job there, I think. But that's another team that just, who's even on their damn team anymore?
On
I don't
Genoa.
know. Yeah.
I mean, they got what Colombo up top. Friendrip is
Colombo's been
probably
okay.
like their best like solid player, right? So Friendrip,
Yeah.
Ostergaard's okay. I mean the team's different too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's very different too.
Yeah. Yeah. It's weird. It's just weird. But I'm glad for Lazio. I'm glad because they need to be
Castellanos
up in
looked
the mix.
awesome. Castellanos looked
Yeah,
awesome.
he was excellent. Yeah,
Yeah, I think
definitely.
what
I like that he's playing Cancellieri. I can't complain about that.
is he looked pretty good. Rovella, I
Yeah,
think is out
very
injured
good.
maybe in this game.
Yes, yeah, he's been
Yeah.
yeah, he got injured in the middle of last game. Yeah.
Hmm.
He got
Yeah.
injured in camp for the Italy game or before.
Right.
That's why he didn't play.
That's
And then
right.
he's came back and they tried to play him for he made it 30 minutes before he went off injured.
Yeah. Looks
So
like
he's
couple games in a row now. Sorry has run Romeo and Gila, which was their center back core last season. And I think that's
yeah,
what they should stick with. I thought Pellegrini looked
yeah,
good. I've always thought Pellegrini was a pretty decent player. He can be a bit sloppy at times, but I like him as like a pure side back. If you're running wing backs, it's not even a question. You have to play Tavares. But as a more defensive based side back, I thought Pellegrini had a pretty good game. So
I like Pellegrini a lot. He can also play both sides of the field. That another guy that we got rid of that
which
would have
may
been
be
a
the
good
call
depth
actually.
piece.
It may be the call to put him on the right and then put Tavares on the left. That makes be the call because
Yeah.
Marosic has been never a great player. He's okay. So
Problem with Marosic is that every once in a while he has a big moment,
yeah,
and
so
then
it's
you
hard to
play him
drop
for
him.
3 more games and he does
Yeah,
nothing, and then he has a big moment again. He has his moments, so sometimes it's worth taking the risk of throwing him out there rather than somebody else. But I like Pellegrini. He's got a lot of fight to him.
oh he does. No, for sure. All right, we move on to the big game of the of the week here. Milan Napoli. Scudetto battle here, basically. Maybe some people would have thought that maybe Milan would challenge, but as we like to say, don't underestimate the power of Max Allegri. He's an absolutely fantastic coach, and he doesn't like to lose. So you're gonna get a battle from him for the whole season. It was, I don't know, man. It's nice to see these two teams play well. I don't love I'm a Milan fan, so people know where I'm coming from on this cast. I love the Milan of old. I love that they used to have a very strong Italian core and world class foreigners, and I thought that blend was beautiful. And they have lost this entirely because of the American owners. Now that doesn't mean that I think Milan has an objectively bad team. I think they actually have an objectively good team. Maybe not stellar or great, but they brought in Max Allegri, who's going to shore up everything defensively. They brought in Luka Modric, who's one of the best players to ever play the game, and he's still damn good. It's remarkable to watch still at age 40 how much smarter he is than everybody. And they brought one of the guys who Allegri actually wanted, one of three. Finally brought him in after the first bad game of the season. Brought in Rabiot. And this guy has been hated on by so many people. Nobody wanted him here. They said he came with drama. They said his salary was too high. All this stuff. And I just like that we were proven right on Rabiot because being a Juve guy, you've seen him a lot. And you can probably
I like Rabiot.
appreciate how solid the guy is.
We were completely stupid to not re-sign that guy. But it's fans know everything, and we have Coop miners now, so that's great.
Yeah, you paid a lot of money for Coop miners too, right?
Yeah, and I'm watching Rabiot do so much work in the midfield, and that no one notices or cares about. And it's a beautiful thing to see. It's a shame that it's someone else's team, but it's like, hey, you know what? I like players that are good. And
he's good and he's smart. So the biggest area that Milan upgraded in this year is the brain aspect. They brought in Allegri, who's a smart coach. They brought in Modric, who's very smart, who's one of the smartest players out there. And they brought in Rabiot, who's very smart. Rabiot did everything in this game, from doing like back heel passes to kind of pushing forward to defending in the box and blocking shots. Everything. And a guy like that allows Modric to be free, and that's important.
He's an excellent player. This game was what I watched a lot of games this weekend. I don't know how, but I had a lot of time in the late evenings to watch these games, and I watch a couple live, and I watch most of them on replay, and I skip through a lot of the parts that people are crying, and it's remarkable how fast you can watch a game when you skip over the crying parts. It's like a whole minute that they lay down on the ground. The game that when this game came on, it was time to watch this match. It was actually it was a humongous difference in the level of play from this match to every else. It's a completely different level, and that's absolutely because of these two coaches. These are by far the best two coaches in Serie A. Shame on Juventus for not going after Conte initially. Shame on Juventus for firing Max Allegri. And it's a joy to get to watch these coaches play against each other. Huh?
Very, very unceremoniously too, but man, like how Allegri left you was really crappy.
Yeah. Well, and the fun thing about this matchup too is like Conte's got Allegri his number 5-1 typically. Yep. But I just had a bad feeling about this, and then I saw the lineup and I go, I want to see Marinucci really bad. But I'm looking at a back line of Di Lorenzo, yikes, Marinucci, Jesus, and Gutierrez. I'm going, oh man, this is going to be rough.
They're without three of their best four defenders, right? They're about three, and honestly, Di Lorenzo, we know from the Nazionale is not a good defender, right? He's just not. Like he's overrated in the defensive phase. He's very good going forward, and he's cost the Nazionale a lot. So it's not like he's some stellar guy back there. So you lose Rahmani, you lose Buongiorno, and you lose Spinazzola, who was a remarkable last game. Yeah, that they're gonna struggle, and they did. I mean, this is like, as a youngster, this is not the game you want to pop into and be like, yeah, I'm going to go play probably the most on-form team in the Serie A right now as my first, like big game at Napoli. That's hard for Marinucci to step into it. So,
yeah, and you're playing against, playing with Jesus, who's, I mean, he did a good job last year.
He's limited, man. He's very limited.
He's not the sharpest tool. Like, he did well because he had a guy next to him with experience that was also doing a lot of work.
Yeah.
It was very. I'm surprised it wasn't worse, but it worked out. And because the only reason it wasn't worse is because Allegri just turtled up after they got the lead.
Yes.
That's the smart thing to do. Sorry, guys, it's a smart thing to do.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
yeah,
it
it
was
could have been
proven he
much
won. Yeah,
worse.
I agree. It
Yeah.
could have and probably should have been much worse if they would have kept pushing for it. And it looked dicey at times, but as you said, a Larry setback. It is what it is. Something that I want to say about the whole like Marinucci thing is, all right, he didn't have a good game for me. He obviously was a little bit. You could tell he's scared. He's going into a big game. He was a little bit late on things. Was a little bit unsure of himself. I get it, right? It is what it is. He had a bad game. However, this is where we talk about this a ton. Before the cast, we were talking about it. This is where the Italian teams fail. And I don't think Conte will fail here. I think Conte is
No, he
gonna
won't
is gonna
fail.
not fail
No.
this because what happens is they have a bad game and you know it's a bad game. And then the fans get on him and then they don't play him again. You don't see the kid again. And now all of a sudden his career goes into oblivion because of one bad game as a kid. You have to keep playing him. You have to let him grow and get over this, and then you know what product you have after a while.
Let's play
Keep
one game.
playing the kid. You can't
Yeah.
stop now.
No, I think he's got. I like the kid. I think he's got a lot of potential. I think that he was, he made 2 mistakes. I mean,
Yeah,
okay, it's understandable. You're playing on a back line with a bunch of buffoons, but I think that overall, Napoli. I mean, I think Milan can thank Mike Magnan for about 4 major saves that I don't think other goalies.
Maignan, Rabiot, and Modric stopped
He
so
was.
much stuff. They stopped so much
Yeah, but I
stuff.
mean, the ball got to Magnan plenty, and he made the save every time. I
Yeah,
haven't seen him look this good in a while. So, I mean, I give that guy a lot of shit. But man, that was a hell of a game from Magnan. And
Maignan, when
I
he
haven't
wants to
listened. I haven't seen him
try,
play that way in a while.
is a world class goalkeeper, and
Yeah,
that's how it goes. When he's not invested, he doesn't care, and stuff's not going right, which is how the past few seasons at Milan, where everybody was just disinvested, right? Theo was out and didn't care. Like this was the atmosphere. It's a different atmosphere when you got Allegri and Modric here. Different atmosphere.
it is. It is.
So I mean, and Pulisic has kind of come through. So to kind of finish my earlier point where I'm with Milan, I need a Milan with an Italian core because that's a very big part of their values coming up. It's a big reason of why they split from Inter, and they've lost it now with the owners. So it's not like I personally don't love this Milan. It's hard to really cheer and support for them when they don't represent the values that I came to love them for, right? But watching this game objectively as a fan was excellent. I got to see great coaching, 2 teams that actually cared, great gave a crap, and it was definitely a super enjoyable game to watch, which I was very very refreshing. So
Yeah, I mean, I was definitely rooting for Napoli. Milan had 1 Italian on the team and a bunch of
yeah, of
random people,
course.
but it's always nice to see Rabiot and Modric. Yes, so
Yep.
yeah, there were 3 players on Milan that I gave a crap about. Bartasaki did come in, so that's
He
good
looked
because I
good
couldn't
too.
care less about that.
Yeah,
I could care
Bartasagi
less
looked
about that
good.
sellout of club. But I think it was a as far as coaching goes, it was such a class above of all the other games I watched. Not even close, and that's all down to the coaches. So
Hey, before we get to this highlight, I forgot to
yeah.
say, Lecce
Mm.
Bologna, Marta got the game tying goal in
Oh
the last
yeah,
minute. So as a
yeah, but
Milan, Italian
dude, you got
loving fan,
Jimenez, man. You're good. You're set.
would have been nice to see that kid get some freaking minutes,
You don't need
but
a young, talented Italian kid. Come on, man. He wouldn't even
all
be on
right.
the field to play on. He wouldn't play anyways. It's good that he's in Lecce. Sell them
No,
all. That's what I
Lecce
said.
Lecce's so
That's what I
bad to
say when
develop
Juve
on,
are
man.
looking at selling guys.
They
That's
they create like
whenever Juve is going to
zero
sell some. I'm like,
challenges
yeah,
on
get rid of them.
Lecce. They create
Get rid
nothing
of
at
them.
Lecce. I wish he went to a different team.
Whatever. It's
All
all right.
right, let's get into this one. So a couple of the goals here. Pulisic, who's still been Milan's most consistently best player. Marinucci, he gets close, doesn't get it. Pulisic goes over him. Jesus needs to go step up and make this challenge.
This should
Um,
never get through. This ball should never get through. This is terrible.
no,
And
Salamakers just
look
kind
at
of
the back
ghosting in here.
post.
There's
Look
nobody
at the
there.
back post.
So you can't see him
Nobody there.
in the view, but Salamakers is basically right out here, right? And there's
Yeah.
nobody covering. McTominay is like right about like back here. Um, the press. Boom. The jogging. Really, it starts here, but there's nobody back here either. So
Yeah.
it's pretty sloppy all across. So
Yeah. I
Marinucci
mean,
gets pulled over here. Jesus gets pulled over here. I mean, I don't really disagree with his positioning because you can't leave Jimenez open here, but
right.
it leaves this open
No,
because he got pulled.
this is on Jesus. Jesus has got to intercept that. I mean, it's simple. It's right in his face. It's not that difficult. We've done it a million times. That's
It's on these two.
and yeah, and who's picking up the late guy? I mean, it's a lot. It's
Yeah,
3 people.
There's more
It's
stuff at play, but I mean, the whole
yeah,
play gets pulled out, and the defense doesn't know how to react. Obviously,
yeah,
they haven't played together.
it's a bad
So
defense.
Salmarks comes in, and
Yeah.
honestly, I want to say one more thing. You can't really blame Moret a ton for this, but I really, really dislike keepers who do this type of stuff. He's sliding across the net, right? And as opposed to going like parallel and sticking his arms out, he leans back into the net. Even if he blocked that ball to go out, it would have crossed the line. His angle here is going backwards. Like what are you doing? To me, that's just very, very foolish. And just go across, because if you do get a strong hand on it, you might deflect it out. And he gets a hand on it, but it's in his own net already. Very, very
Yeah,
strange goalkeeping. I don't like that. And I see keepers do it
the ball
all
shouldn't
the time.
cross. The ball shouldn't cross between two center backs like that, especially off the ground.
I know. I'm
That's
just saying
just
that there's extra
bad.
stuff here, like in small little pieces where it's like, all right, like, something that this guy should have done or that guy should have done. So I like to dissect. Next, we got who is this goal number 2?
Yeah, I
Pavic
think
is
so.
driving. Zombo
Yeah.
does not make a strong enough challenge.
Yeah, I mean,
What's in
that's
here?
just a
Pretty
terrible
weak
effort from
here.
Zombo.
These two guys
Lazy.
make pretty weak
Yeah.
challenges. Politown jumps him, but doesn't actually challenge him. The other
Yep.
runs
Di
doesn't
Lorenzo
get
does
him.
nothing. Yeah.
He got
Absolutely no effort.
nothing there. He
It's
puts his
just
hand
he's a
behind the back
terrible
though.
defender. Yeah. That's my favorite. That's my favorite defensive play. The hand behind the back. Although the butt wasn't out. We call it
Nah,
the prison
yeah,
defense.
prison defense is the best modern defending. It's the hands behind the back and the butt out. That's a new
Yeah.
phenomenon that you wouldn't have seen years
Well, the
ago.
ball hurts and you're afraid of it, so you want to,
It's what they teach
you
these
don't
guys
want to
now
hit it.
to avoid handballs. It's
Yeah.
really pathetic. That
Well, everything's a
shouldn't be a
handball
thing.
now, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
everything's
even
a
the way
handball now.
the play is here, you got a couple danger guys, right? This is one here. Okay, he's marked. Right here needs to be marked. Get on him, and right here needs to be marked when he comes to the zone, right? So those are your danger
Yeah,
guys.
Labaka loses him. Marinucci's right in front of him to see him. Marinucci's now just watching the ball and not watching the man. Juan
Look
Jesus
at the
is not
gap from
nearly close
Jesus.
enough. Not even close to where he should be.
Nowhere
Yep.
close, close but not close enough.
Marinucci's eyes are in the wrong place, and guess what?
Yep,
Marinucci's late because he's not looking right. He's close, once again, close. And Juan Jesus is
nowhere to
in
be
a
found.
prime position
Yeah,
to
yeah,
also cut this off and just space
yeah.
cadet. Boom.
So there you go. Those are 2 goals. Good finish from Pulisic, who's just
Yeah, good finish,
you
Brooklyn.
can't really stop him from scoring right now. He's been great. So it's been excellent the past few games. So super consistent. He deserves a lot of the praise. He's been I don't know because he's American, he gets a lot of flack from people, but guy's a hard
Yeah,
worker, man.
yeah,
He works hard.
of course. Yeah, he's a good player. I don't give a crap. He's a good player.
Yep,
He's done
works
great.
hard. And here we have a little highlight from Neres. Why not? Yeah,
No,
look at that.
that's the header. Yeah,
That's
that's
right.
the
That's
header.
Politano.
That's a great save from.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's it.
good save. That was one of many. I mean, I don't even know if that's the best save, but he made so many good saves in this game.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's just that's poor defending. Those guys are open. I mean, you got 2 guys open. They shouldn't have argued for that ball.
Mori was not great this
poor
game.
defending.
Popovic was actually quite good. I mean, I give him a lot of flack because he's not a smart defender. But something that we called a lot last season was Milan needs to be in a 3-5-2. Right? You must play Gabi in the center. Then you can play Tamoria and Gabi, who are not smart players, where if they make a mistake, Gabi can cover for you, and it's going to highlight their strengths. And it has. Like, this has worked for them. But Tamoria was not good. Salamakers defensively wasn't very good this game. And, I mean, it's kind of hard for Salamakers to stop McTominay and Zombo.
Well, Salmakers isn't very good defensively. He's a wing back, but he fights hard, and that's fine enough when you're a wing back.
Sure.
They're not playing him out of
Tamoria
position.
was the issue for sure.
Yeah, Tomori's not a very. Yeah, I don't think he's a very good player, but.
Oh, and then actually, this happened right for the penalty right afterwards too. Estupinian is a bad defender. Okay,
he's a bad. I don't think he's a bad player. Sorry,
he's not a bad overall player.
He can cross the ball. Great, a lot of people can
Exactly.
cross the ball.
Yeah, that's what we said when I signed him. We did like a little breakdown. Said like he's got one thing. He's got a good left foot. That's it. That's all he's got. Like and we're seeing it here. He was awful all game long. I was glad Bartasagi came in after this thing. He looked a lot better than Estupinian looked. So I hope Bartasagi gets some more minutes. He's a kid once again. If he has a bad game, I hope the fans don't just like roast him and then Allegri never plays him again. like the same thing we talked about with Mario. Just keep playing the kids, let them grow. They're gonna make mistakes. It's fine.
Well,
That's
these guys make them too,
of
and like, but
course
no one will say anything about it. So it's
right.
like play these fucking young kids. I mean, Juan Jesus was
It's awful,
massively
but
responsible for
but
both
he won't hear
goals.
any crap.
Yeah,
Yeah, he won't hear any
yeah,
crap.
and then this here, that's just a stupid play. And Tomori and Salamakers are just spacing out. Thank God for Magnan, man. Wow,
Yeah, my name
was
was
he
awesome,
good?
man.
Was he good?
Awesome. This is the nearest shot towards the end here.
Is this Smokey McNair's here? Yeah, here we go. Boom.
Gotta get rip, man.
What was that one? Oh, was that the bounce off the post there?
Neres can
That's
be
what
a,
it
yeah,
looked
yeah.
like.
That one actually comes off like post slash
Yeah.
crossbar. So, but Neres, I think he's going to play a good role for Napoli. Just highlight this to see like how dangerous he can be, and I think he's going to play a really good role for Napoli. He can play both sides too, which is going to be important. I think that Politano, Lang, and him are going to kind of trade time based on the game, and they got a lot of firepower out there. I think Napoli's going to be just fine. Once they get
Yeah, Napoli's
any of their
fine.
defense back, they're going to be fine.
Yeah, I think this is a much different game if you got Buongiorno back, just Buongiorno alone. But yeah, Buongiorno and Spinazzola, that's a huge bonus because
Yep.
Spinazzola can actually play defense.
Yep. No, for sure. And I mean, either one, even if they just got one of Buongiorno or Rachmani back, they would have had a better time, right? Because the issue
Yeah,
was the combo of running a brand new kid in Marinucci with a not great player in Juan Jesus. That was the issue.
yeah.
But
Well, yeah, and you got
things
and Gutierrez, who looked good going forward. He really did. I think that I'm excited to see what he does going forward as well. But with Spinazzola's playing so good, it's gonna be limited playing time for sure. But hey, they got multiple competitions and they got Copa, and Antonio Conte's gonna play all the young guys in the Copa because he's old school. He doesn't give a
he
shit about that
should.
stupid cup.
It's how it should be. It's how it should be. I
Yeah,
mean, Napoli should be battling for the Scudetto. So, and they should be
yeah,
fighting for Champions League. Or at least trying to do what they can do. Winning the Copa and getting in the Europa League does nothing for you. And yes, you get a trophy, but I mean, come on, it's a Copa.
yeah.
It shouldn't be a lot of weight should not be placed on that. So, definitely a huge early Scudetto battle. I think I called a draw for this one. Thought it may be a tight game and it's going to be a draw. But once that defense was out, I think it slanted in Milan's favor. Plus, it was at home, so
Yeah, yeah. When I saw the lineups, I said, "Oh, they're not
it's
looking good for Napoli."
it's just good to see two good coaches. It really
That was
does.
awesome.
It really does like make the game watches a lot differently. It was fun. It was good to see this type of
Yeah,
stuff. So
it was awesome seeing how Napoli set up offensively, and they were it's just a great game overall. It was awesome.
hmm yeah, I mean, I wonder where things go for here for both teams. I think Milan is definitely going to
Yeah,
be in the hunt for the Scudetto. They're definitely top four, and they'll be battling it out the whole way through. Allegri's is not going
yeah,
to drop it. They got one game we could focus on. They'll probably make a good run in Copa, and then Napoli's definitely going to battle for Scudetto too. So very very cool, interesting season up ahead.
yeah, absolutely.
Okay, we're gonna do a little next week preview. Then we'll hop into Champions League and call it a day.
Wait,
Okay, I'm choosing some predictions here. So we got Verona, Sassuolo coming up. Sassuolo is going to continue some decent form, 2-1.
okay, I say 1-1,
Like it. Parma, Lecce. Camarda goal 1-0.
1-1.
Probably 1-1.
Pellegrini's looking good for Parma. He had a good game today.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, he's good.
Lazio, Torino. I am at home for Lazio. I think Lazio is going to continue the streak here. I think it'd be like a 3-1. Yeah.
2-1 Lazio. 2-1.
Inter, Cremonese. Cremonese is a little bit of a feisty team here. They could
No,
spark something.
1-0 Inter. It's a feisty game that Inter gets, and
Yeah.
I think Inter's going to start building back into the season.
2-1 Inter. No. Okay, this one's going to actually be a pretty interesting game. Atalanta, Como. Two kind of very spotty teams. They both play like, exciting ball, if you could say. I think I'm going to go draw. I think a draw is calling the name, 2-2.
1-1. I'm going to go 1-1.
Udinese, Cagliari. I think Cagliari actually will win this one. I know that I have
Yeah,
a
it's
favoritism towards them for the Italianness that they got on that team. But I'm going to go 2-1, Cagliari.
I'm not going to apologize for my bias towards Cagliari. 2-1.
No, I'm just saying that's my favoritism for sure, but I think they actually will
Yeah,
win it regardless of my bias. Bologna,
2-1.
Pisa.
Mm.
Aye.
Ha!
1-1.
I'm gonna go 1-0 Bologna
It is at
because they're gonna put
home.
Pobega on, and Pobega is gonna use his wooden leg,
Just
and boot
blast.
something. Yeah, just get a long range boot. Bobega's,
Right.
no, he's a legend around here.
Fiorentina, Roma, Gasperini.
Oh,
You
poor
know,
Fiorentina.
yeah.
Is this a game they actually win though?
Fiorentina.
Yeah,
I
is this a
have a
game they
weird
actually win?
feeling that it's going to be like Gasperini's first like stumble in it. I mean, I know he lost one,
Yeah.
but I think they're going to tie here. I have a weird
I mean,
feeling
if
about it.
okay. No, I still think Roma's going to get them. I think that they've allowed one goal all year. I mean, that's pretty
Yeah,
awesome. I'm going to go 1-0.
I'll go 1-1. Yeah. Napoli, Genoa. Napoli has to definitely get a win here. After the loss here, so I think Napoli will get a win here too. It's at home. I think they're going to win like 2-0. It's
Yeah, 2-0 is
typical
my exact.
Conte
Yeah, yeah,
win. Like a Conte
yep.
slash Mourinho time. Scoreline the 2-0. One goal early, one goal late when the other team's pushing forward.
2-0.
Juve Milan. Oh man, we got another big game. I know that. Oh boy.
Oh, I think this game's going to get ugly for Juventus. I think
You
it's
think
going to
so?
be
It's at home.
yeah. Juventus is sloppy, man. They're
I
so
know.
sloppy. And Inter was out of form, and we barely scraped through that one.
Yeah, Milan's on good form
Borussia's a
too.
bad team. Milan's on good form, man. And it's we have a midweek game here in the Champions League. Tudor is just like he's out of sorts right now. The whole team's out of sorts. I don't think it's a disaster, but it's a mess that needs to be cleaned up. And I don't think Tudor's going to clean it up in time, especially when you're running into a Milan that just beat Napoli, who's
Yeah. And
yeah.
Leao's back too. So you're not going to
Yeah,
deal
Leao's
with
back.
Santi Jimenez. It's going to be Leao, probably Leao Pulisic up top, unless Leao's
Yeah, I'm gonna
not
go
fully good. But
2-1.
still,
2-1 Milan.
yeah, I think this is gonna be a close game. I would call a higher scoreline because Juve's evolved. It's been like many goals now. But I think with the Allegri locking it down, I like 2-1. I like 2-1 Milan.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay, we do Champions League here, which is coming up. So tomorrow, yeah, we've got 2 games to be played here. Atalanta plays Bruges, Club Bruges. Uh,
Yeah. Okay.
Win it, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
1-1. 1-1.
Yeah, that's probably the right score. Atalanta's not playing well. They don't have the guys right now. Inter, Slavia Praha. I think Inter wins this game. I'm gonna go like 3-1, something like that. It is at home,
Yeah,
so
same. Yeah,
I don't think they should struggle. Maybe even 3-0. If they do struggle, that's a bad sign.
Yeah.
Okay, then the next day, 2 more games. Juve plays Villarreal. It's gonna be in Villarreal. I think that game's gonna go. Juve.
I think 3-1 Juve. I think Juve is going to go nuts. Even though I don't think that's actually going to happen, but I predicted that on the Forza Juve cast, so I'm going to stick with it. 3-1.
Yeah, to stay with it. And then Napoli versus Sporting. At home for Napoli. So I think Napoli wins this one. Sporting can be a feisty team, but I think Napoli still pulls it off. I'll go like a 2-1, 3-1, something like that.
Yeah, sure. I like that.
And I think they pull it off, but they probably let up like something sloppy because I don't know if any of the defenders are gonna be back by that time. So which could make it dicey.
No, just Bokema. Bokema's back. But I don't think he's very good. I think Rahmani's better.
I
I think
mean,
that was not a good signing.
Rahman is definitely better than the book, but
Yeah.
who knows if he'll help or not? I don't know. If he's gonna play
Bokema is
next to
better than Juan
Jesus.
Jesus and Marianucci.
But yes, but I would like to see Bokema
Maybe.
Marinucci. That might be kind of cool.
I would too. I would too. Yeah, I don't think you're gaining anything with Jesus at this point. He's a stopgap.
Yeah, I would like to see that
play.
combo until Rahman and Bongiorno get healthy. I'd like to see that combo. Okay, that is it. Thank you guys for tuning into the first Calcio FC cast here. We're gonna run down all the Calcio happenings. So please give us a like and a subscribe. If you have any comments, write them below. And as always, thank you and ciao.